YouTube view. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, hello, and welcome to another live stream. I'm your host, Kevin Dubrisky with Bullishbrs. If you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure you guys are hitting that like and subscribe button. If you keep the like button running up, I will do some more YouTube free appearances for you guys. If not, please feel free to join our community at bullishbrs.com, where I go live every day. So let's get started. We'll dive right into it. We'll look at the ES. And we'll see if we have any good price levels. Obviously, we had a very sharp turn to the downside yesterday. Treasury yields came in topped at 5%. Markets gave us a very strong reaction to the downside there at 1 o'clock. So let's turn on demonstration. This is where we got that big push to the downside. And what Treasury yields tell us, right, is that there's some uncertainty going on in the market. And guys, I hope you guys know this, but what do I love to trade when there's uncertainty in the market? Gold. So let's take a quick look at gold, and we'll look at that previous day low was taken out, previous day high was also taken out. We can look at the 4-hour time frame, and look at this was a broken supply zone, worked as support already overnight. 3-hour, I'm looking for any demand zones down here. All I have is this broken supply zone. 2-hour, not really seeing much. This was a 3-hour supply zone right here. That worked a couple times as resistance. Same with this supply zone right here, right? We blew it right through it, worked as support a couple times. So I'd be looking for this area on gold for some potential longs, and that would be right near that open price. Yo, good morning. We was bullish. Yo, OAR, man, we were super bullish. And then we had the treasury yields come in yesterday, and it knocked us down, right? We had some good consistency. We had 6 green days in a row. Markets were looking real bullish. We were following that trend up until this was Tuesday, when markets sort of started to stall out. And then yesterday, when we got the news about the treasury yields coming in at 5%, showing a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace. Now, something I did want to point out too, guys, and I don't know if you guys were here for Futures Fever yesterday at 11:30 on Benzinga, but it was just me and Peter Tuckman this time, and we just had a freaking great conversation back and forth about, what's going on in the economy, what we should be expecting. And something he pointed out was, I think it was Monday, this move right here, $4 billion worth. This up move right here that came in on Monday after Moody decreased the United States credit rating was all retail. Institutions were out of this. There was something that was able to gauge that, and this was all retail buying on this day. So, right, retail's buying usually is a bad sign, as funny as that sounds. But a lot of times, if retail's going to be wrong, they're going to get in towards tops, they're going to get stopped out on those pullbacks. Just because we're pulling back doesn't mean we're bearish, right? I might look for a short position today. This was good selling volume to the downside. I might look for a short to target 57.73. But that doesn't mean I'm officially bearish. This was a really strong supply zone area of resistance. Now, I'd want to see that hold, and that's right near that 5,700 level. So again, yes, we were bullish. Now we're looking intraday because we're day traders for a potential bearish short position. But if we want to find demand, if we want to find some support, we are still in a bit more of a bull market. We did have that We did have that uncertainty though with the what's it called? With the yields. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. Right now on gold, we have a fair value gap right here. We could use our volume profile. Let's pull up our 15-minute time frame. And this 15-minute was all the way at Monday. So that's Tuesday's daily. So let's pull this up to today. So 6 p.m. Eastern. And all right, what do we see? Well, it looks like we have a small low volume shelf right here around 3301 to about 3300. So if I was looking for a long, this is the area I would look for the market to react to on gold. And it would be right through here. Stop loss sort of near the bottom of that low volume shelf. And we could look to either target the next low volume shelf or the next high volume shelf, right? So it depends on how we use our volume profile, and it also depends on where our key levels are, because usually when we use volume profile, it's not just that. We're looking for everything else as well. Do we have key levels? Well, this key level right here, that's previous day high. So that could be a target previous day high or even new highs after that. 30-minute, I'm not really seeing anything. 15-minute, I'm not seeing much either. Let's see, 45. Want to see if we have any demand zones down here on gold. Yo, AR, man, were you able to catch some shorts on that drop yesterday? I hope so, dude. You were very bearish the past few days. And who else? I think, is Moonshift in here yet? Nope, not yet. He's been bearish too. My trend fighters. No, I'm just kidding. So look, gold swept these lows and is starting to hold. We had a small area of support right here that held as support. So we'll see how we react in here. Let's see. We can pull up Bookmap on gold too while we're at it and see where we're at. Let's see. I want to turn off this absorption indicator. This is not necessary to have that much on my screen. There we go. Set it to 100 or more. All right, we're pushing into it. Where are we right now in gold? Let's see. If we start to hold, I'd consider a long, but we need to start to hold soon. Remember, this is going along with the uncertainty of the market. But it's a lot of selling pressure. I would take a long stop loss at the bottom of this low volume shelf, looking for buyers to hold it. But if sellers remain too strong, then there's no reason to jump into a long just yet. We could always wait for the market to develop and sort of come to us. And we could also wait for the ES and NQ guys, right? Those are the ones that have been really good to us lately. Now I'm going to try one gold here, stop loss near the bottom of that volume profile, just like the trade setup I was just telling you guys. And we'll see if we could target that previous day high. If it stops me out, it stops me out. We just got to know how much our risk is. Let's check out ES and NQ while that trade sort of plays out. ES and NQ, we'll look at our daily time frame. Previous day, let's see, previous day low is now down here. Previous day high is way up here. Our opening price is right here as well, so I wouldn't really look for bulls until we could get back above that open, or if we find some support in demand. I had a strong key level here. What's this? Weekly high, so it's a pretty strong key level. Gold finding a little dip right here. We'll wait on gold. Yeah, gold's looking like it's trying to sell off. My stop loss is 33.01 on gold. 3300.1. Right over here. And the reason I took longs on gold is because of the uncertainty in the market right now, but if it stops me out, then so be it. Let's see, this would be fair value gap stop loss right there, but that's much further than the low volume shelf, so I'm still going to keep my stop loss somewhere over here. Would like to see a faster reaction, a stronger bullish reaction to this. If we look at our 5-minute with our weighted index, with our footprint chart, it did have a pretty strong impulse move to the downside. Some imbalances were created on that. So we could see if buyers want to step back in, they will step in with strength. If they don't, then we'll just stop out. And that's it, guys. It's how every trade should be. We should know how much our max risk is, our max reward is, no matter what. There we go. We're getting a little buying pressure trying to bring us out of this zone. I like that volume started to pick up selling right down here, but failed to continue lower. So right now we're consolidating. We hit this low volume shelf and we're trying to hold it right now. So again, back to ES and NQ. See if ES and Q are giving us anything. I'm not going to see anything on the 4-hour because we just started trending lower. 3-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour. Really not seeing much on the hourly either. Now, something I am going to note, guys, is I'm going to look for this broken demand zone to work as supply. So I'm going to add an alert up here on ES, right? We had our 4-hour demand zone here yesterday that worked as support. This gave me a great long entry in the morning. Now I'd maybe look to see if that wants to work as resistance. Guys, look at gold trying to hold up there. Wow, look at that buying pressure. Great entry on gold. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Could look to scalp that, right? Call it a little scalp right there. Was loading NVIDIA puts, but got scared out yesterday because everybody was just so bullish all the time. I had following other people mess with... Yeah, dude, following other people will really mess with you. Got to have your own bias, your own analysis on it. It's helpful to follow other people, even like Burry, that whole Burry situation, how he updated his portfolio and yada yada. But it's important to know that a lot of times, even with Burry, I know NVIDIA just filed their 13F filings, and guess what? They loaded up on a stock too, but same situation. They could have loaded up on that stock like so long ago. I'm thinking of exiting gold here for a scalp long. I don't like that the buyers are failing to follow through. And I also don't like this all these sellers that stacked up here. I do like point of controls trying to move up. 15-minute time frame we could take a look at. Yeah, it looks alright to hold. We'll wait a minute. And again, stop loss is down here. Take profit would be somewhere near previous day high. We might break lower to break that 5-minute low and then continue. Let's see, we'll see. Struggling a bit on gold. We'll get back to ES, 45-minute, 30-minute. I'm looking for a supply zone that I could look to short. 15-minute, not really seeing any fresh supply zones that formed up here. So I might look for longs in this demand, 58.23, right? That sell-off that happened yesterday, plus the pre-market push lower, it's going to force a lot of people to try to go short when market opens, right? A lot of retail might be expecting, oh, I was right, I knew this buying was failing, I'm going to go short, and we might get a pop in the morning, right? So something to just keep an eye on, be aware of. Let's see, ES, it's currently pulling back right now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll take a look at NASDAQ, see if NAS is also giving us anything of interest. NASDAQ has this demand zone that we broke, and that's what I would look for resistance right now. We'll delete this zone. And gold is also struggling, guys. Gold's really struggling to push higher at the moment. So here's my area of resistance I'd look for on NASDAQ up here. 45-minute, really not seeing any good supply zones that are forming. So again, if anything, I'd look for support somewhere. I'd look for maybe a possible basing candle on a higher time frame to help support a reversal. But whatever the case may be, I don't see any opportunities on NASDAQ right here, especially because it's pre-market. Let's check that point of control on gold. I really want to see gold start moving higher. Point of control is still moving up. Volume's been trying to move higher here, but trying is the key word. Failing is the follow-up. And we'll just wait on that. Guys, make sure you hit that like button if you're here on YouTube. Keep the like button going. I will go live into the market open as well. We'll take some live trades. Live trades like the one we're already in, right? The gold trade. There we go. Some buying pressure there. I like it. We really need to see follow through. A little support building there on gold too. 50 seconds left. Would want to see a crazy move to the upside. We have VWAP up here. Another low volume shelf around 33.17. That might be a good TP1. Right now I'm just waiting on gold. Look at that. Sellers keep trying to smack it back lower though. But we're coming off that low volume shelf. Check that 15-minute time frame closes in 30 seconds. So I could wait, definitely wait in those 30 seconds, guys. We're in longs on gold down here. Stop loss over here. Looking to target previous day high. Facing a problem. Especially because, look, we just swept previous day low, pushed higher, created this imbalance, and this low volume shelf. Low volume shelf's working as our entry targets previous day high. There's a green candle close on the 5-minute. That gives me a little more confidence in these gold longs. Point of control continuing to move higher with price. Little area of resistance right here, 33.08. So again, it could look to get out right here if you're in multiple contracts of one contract, scalp into some strength. I'm going to be patient and wait to see if we want to chop around and make our way to our take profit. Let's see, NAS moving higher. Let's take a look at oil real quick. Oil has been something lately, man. Oil on the daily. Look at this beautiful rejection, guys, to my daily. So this was support. Now resistance, guys. Major resistance on oil. Like major. Previous day lows down here. Previous day highs all the way up here. So we'd be looking for shorts on something like oil today. Guys, give me a half a second, I think. Give me a half a second, guys. I'm going to be right back Watch gold for me. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But I'll be right back. If you guys make me stop out on gold, I'm gonna lose it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back though. Give me 2 seconds. That was the NP you saw? That's so yeah. Alright guys, I'm back. I hope you guys didn't stop me out of gold yet. Oh, you guys made it pull back? That's fine. I'm kidding. We'll see. So gold. Gold, this could be the retest. This could be where if anybody missed the entry to get entered on during this, while this candle's red. Minute 14 left.
I just got in there.
Nice. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Yo, what's up, Marzidi? Let's see, guys. I want to see this buying strength step in here, and it's keep failing now. It's a bit of a red flag on the longs here, guys. Sellers stepping in, buyers are failing. Want to see that switch up again. Want to see strong buyers stepping near that 3307 almost. 38 seconds left. 15 minute, 30 minute. Oh, 30-minute closes in 10 minutes. Sellers are strong right now. It not near my stop loss, just near my entry right now, so that's okay. Big seller just stepped in here. If we do start to hold, I'd maybe consider adding, but if we just dump right there, I'll just stop out of my stop loss. 14 seconds left. Oh, starting to hold. Starting to wick around. Ooh, it's getting violent here on gold, guys. Let's see. Not really given a good spot to add here because the spread's getting a little wide right now, guys. So just be a little patient on gold. I am still in the longs. Stops over here. Looking like it might want to dip lower here. I like that we have this low volume shelf that we're trying to hold at the moment. 15-minute closes in 10 minutes. 30-minute closes in 10 minutes. So really just a matter of being patient right now. Seeing how gold wants to trade. I think it might want to take a dive towards 3302. But we'll have to say 3302. So, like, I might leave my stop loss. Yeah, 3302 is like a no volume shelf right there. So I'll keep my stops, like, below that in case we want to push into it and start to hold. But again, if it stops me out, it stops me out. I don't want to be bag holding a bad trade. We never want to do that, guys. Never want to make a larger loss out of what we're already trading with. We always want to have a calculated risk for every trade we take. Want to see aggressive buying momentum here, guys. 15-minute closes in 8 minutes, 30 closes in 8 minutes. Every time price does push into here, we do find some support. I'm just concerned with that 3302 level down here on gold and the selling pressure that we have been having. The volume has been decreasing on this pullback here, though. So if buyers can step in, that would be ideal. But it's looking like we want to sweep that 5 low first. Good morning, guys. Why do I keep wanting to hang on to losers? Yo, it's psychological, man, right? Holding on to losses, not accepting that you're wrong. Our stop loss should always be where our analysis is incorrect. So my analysis is incorrect down here if we start selling off like crazy. So there's that break of that key level. If we start to hold it, great. If we don't, it's going to stop me out because my analysis will be incorrect. Looking like it's gonna, oh, it's getting close. It's getting tough. Absorbed right there, some buyers. We swept that 5-minute low. But sellers are looking pretty strong here, guys. I would definitely be careful. 3302 was just hit. 3301, 3300.9 is my stop loss. And again, it's looking like it's trying to dance on it and hit it. So we're going to wait. Buyers are trying to consolidate here. 3300 key psych level. That's a whole number key psych level. Let's see. Yeah, some selling pressure. Probably going to get stopped out of gold here. Let's see. Some selling pressure. Holding up, holding up. Yeah, looking like a stop hunt right here on gold, guys. Getting close. Very aggressive selling pressure. It's a tick away. It's close. Yeah, it's going to push it. Let's see. Oh, that was close, man. Let's see. Wow, buying pressure. Wow, that was really close. But we're not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet, guys. That's just a quick pullback. We don't know if it's going to reverse just yet. We have 50 seconds left for the 5 minutes to close. 30-minute closes in 5.5 minutes. 15 closes in 5.5 minutes. I really need to see this candle flip back bullish. That would be huge. Point of control on this candle's up here, but sellers were pretty strong at this point. I'm hoping we could reverse and move back higher, even to target 3308, you know, just to get out of these longs in case these shorts fail. Some buying pressure coming off of these key levels here, but the buyers keep failing to have follow through. So again, be careful. We have 8 seconds left for the 5 to close. 5 is definitely looking a bit more bullish at the moment on gold. Yes, and then Q are moving higher. Want to see a strong pop on gold. If not, it's going to be tough, guys. We're probably going to go stop out. Negative 103 on the delta on that last 5 minute. My stop loss is now currently below that previous 5-minute candle. So we're holding until it either goes to TP or it goes to stop loss. As per usual. Let's see, guys. We're getting a little momentum here. Come on now, I want to see a strong, almost like a slingshot reaction to those lows on gold. But the fact that sellers keep stepping in is such a red flag. And I was looking for buyers to step in as soon as this 5-minute opened, and right away they got batted down. This is a huge, huge red flag on the play. I might look for a little pullback to the buy side on this 5-minute and look to get out of one of my longs. But we'll see. Good morning, guys. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button if you're here on YouTube. If you're in the community, love you guys. First 100-point win. Nice. There we go. Good job, Moonshift. I really want to see buying pressure step back in here on gold. Gold dipped red on CVD and then flipped green on this little pullback down here. But again, just staying patient. Really wanted to see buying pressure step in with the uncertainty of the market because of the yields rising. I wanted to see a strong move off of this low volume shelf down here, guys.
Good morning, Kevin. Yeah,
Yo,
went
good
well.
morning. Good morning, good
Yeah,
morning.
oh yeah, man, went really well. I was proud of how I caught the bottom at the one of the standard deviations of the Asia session, and of course the 4 hour pivot from before. I think it was the that drop last Friday, and yeah,
Nice.
um, I'm just feeling um, like water of a duck's back. Not gonna get hyped about it. Not
Good.
gonna get antsy.
Good. Take your profits and be happy with it, man. 100 points, that's huge. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I caught the whole move apart from 30 points. That's pretty good.
wow. That's wild, man. That's awesome. Pretty good. That's great.
Yeah, well, you should have seen the amount of reversals I was taking before that. But I'm green for the day. So
Listen, as long as you're green for the day, we'll try to cut those losses shorter next time.
I know, man. The If it helps anyone,
Gold's looking like crap down here, guys.
I had a bit of a mental shift from chasing dopamine and stalking the market to allowing it to come to me
Good. That's how we
and
should be.
accept what it's ready to give me
That's awesome, man. That's great.
instead of, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to make up for the last month. What the hell happened?
Good, dude. Good. Guys, gold, man, it's trying, man. Buyers are stepping in here. There's definitely some buying pressure coming off of these key levels, but each time buyers try to step in, what happens? Sellers smack them the hell down. So, really just being patient on these gold longs. I'm definitely considering, I'm in 2 contracts. I'm considering getting out of at least one near break even because of how choppy we've been. But being choppy also shows that sellers are failing to bring us lower too. So could be a little patient here. Look for a breakout higher. Here we go. Give us a little something. 50 seconds left in the 5 minute. Again, low volume shelf we just wicked here. Go ahead. Let's go up. Let's go up. Pop it. Pop it. Let's trap those shorts on gold. 33.13 possible long target. 33.13. That's right up your volume average. Big buyer stepping in, but each time I see a big buyer, sellers step in and smack it. So I'm going to be a little patient, a little concerned patient here, really. 18 seconds left on this 5 minute. I almost want to get out of one contract here, guys. Because this is Garbage Island.
Yeah, I would. There's some economic situation happening, where the yields are being manipulated, just so that everyone panic sells and then
Here we
misses
go.
out on Nvidia earnings on Wednesday.
Yep.
Next Wednesday, is it? It's on
Yep.
the 26th. I think.
Alright, I'm going to get out of one contract on this little spike. Give me one more spike. I'm out of one, and I will hold just one. Buying pressure finally looking like it's ready to step in. But what happened every time buyers tried to step in lately? They get wrecked. Let's see. Come on now, give me like a run up to 3307. I'll get out around 3307, 3308 of one contract. Nice. Give us a little move, a little move. Come on now. Market's making us wait on this one, guys. Patience, patience. Here we go. Getting a little move here. There we go. Here's some buying pressure. Love to see it. There we go. Want to see that? Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to get out of one right there, holding just one contract. Now, fantastic scalp on that ad. And now we could hold this no pressure, no stress. Beautiful. Oh, let's go gold. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button if you're here on YouTube, making some money with us. ES ripping too, nice. ES ripping, gold ripping, NQ ripping. Ooh, go gold. Love it, love it, love it. Tax cuts passed, bullish. Good day. Yo, what's up, Fairchild? What's going on, bro? ES about to test VWAP. Yeah, you guys are on that ES run right now. I'm holding gold longs right here. I want to see that previous day high hit. I'm looking for a 5-to-1 on this trade right now. I'm out of one contract already to lock in gain, so if it comes to my stop loss, it's a no-lose trade. Oil, we're leaving oil alone today. Here, gold's hitting some resistance up here. Considering scalping out of this trade right here, but let's check our point of control and whatnot. Point of control was moving higher. We just have low volume in between though. 15 minute. Let's check our other time frames. 15 looks bullish. 30 looks a little bearish. 45 possibly bullish. 2, 3, 4. 3 hour possibly bullish, but that's a tough read on that. So I'm going to hold this. It either hits my stop loss or hits my final TP on gold. I'm looking for this to be the second leg up. We had one leg, looking for the second leg. If we want to do measure and move type deals, we can measure it from the high to even just right here. And now that's what I'd be looking for. And look at that, brings me right to that previous day high. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. We're in these longs on gold. It's running up right now. Love to see it. Good morning, everybody, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're killing it on gold so far. First 100-point move for moon shift. Amazing. I love it, guys. Love to see it. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well so far this morning. I might scalp out of gold just because it's pre-market, and I hate holding trades pre-market, and we're already in some good gains on the day because of gold. But let's see if we want to get one more move up. Remember, my initial trade target, previous day high up here. I'd like to see strength on gold because of the uncertainty in the market due to the yields being so high yesterday. And I covered that, guys. Guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's kevin.futures, or of course you just follow Benzinga, because that is also where my posts go to. This is market reaction. A week 20-year bond auction sent treasury yields soaring, and in just 1 hour, tech stocks tanked. Tempus AI fell nearly 7%, HIMS dropped 5%, and even Nvidia lost over 2%. In total, 20 major stocks took a hit. Higher yields are crushing risk appetite. Stocks hate uncertainty, and this auction just reminded... Uncertainty, there's my favorite word for gold. Look at that, while I was playing the video, I said uncertainty and gold gave us another spike, man. That's nice. Go ahead, gold. Go ahead, gold. See, guys, that's why you have to follow me on Instagram, because I'm not just telling you random information. I'm telling you stuff that's moving the markets, that makes a difference, whether it's earnings coverage, this, uncertainty, PMI, jobless claims. We had initial jobless claims this morning. I'll cover that later. There we go, gold running again. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful trade. Let's see, guys. We could look to get out here into some strength. I said 07 was my first target, but look at the volume that came in on that last 5-minute candle, too. That looks great for continuation. So I'm going to hold this on gold and look to see if we do want to continue higher. Let's see. Oh, Nelly. Guys, YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button if you see what's going on here today. We are absolutely on fire. Oh my goodness, gold. I'm gonna go, let's be reasonable with our take profit. Let's go to 33.17. 33.17. Maybe. I almost want to get out up here into this weakness, but this strength, yeah. Let's close it, guys. Let's close out that gold trade. Killer day. If we call it a day right there, killer day on gold. But we're not done, guys. Market hasn't even opened yet. We got 25 minutes till market opens, New York session, and that's when we get a lot of good volatility and momentum on ES and NQ. So far, what do we have? We had this great long trade on gold. Just took profit on it right now, and we're hanging in, guys. Great first trade of the day. We're going to be patient and wait to see what the market has to offer. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ and ES. So NASDAQ, we had this 30-minute demand zone that held as support yesterday. Now we're below it, but now look, we already broke back above it already. And on the 30-minute time frame, we have a fair value gap, then another fair value gap that broke through it. So that's a double imbalance. So I might look for this area on ES and Q for longs. Now let's also update the volume profile on ES and NQ. So here's the 15-minute time frame. So this is going to be our daily volume profile. I'm going to drag this over to our 6 o'clock candle. 6 p.m. It looks like gold's ready to continue, by the way. And look at this, guys. So 6 p.m. and every time sellers step in, there's lower volume down here. So buyers are stepping in where we're consolidating up here. So if I'm looking for longs, I'd probably look to see if we could hit down this low volume shelf one more time as an entry instead of this fair value gap, right? Because I think a lot of people are already going to be trying to take longs there. Therefore, I don't want to try to go long where everybody else is, right? So we want to be patient. We want to wait to see if something else wants to play out. Some type of low volume entry is always ideal because that's where we get the fastest reactions from, right? And we saw that on gold today, man. That was just phenomenal. This low volume shelf was amazing on gold. And that's because we were looking for this trend, right? We had a bull move. We had to pull back to that low volume shelf because that low volume shelf was created because we had a trend. And then once we add our entry there, that was our entry. I guess first TP could have been this next pivot high right here, right, if we're looking for continuation. But I wanted to lock in gains because the uncertainty in the market is what's driving gold, but the uncertainty in the market is also what could flip at any time, right? If a certain someone posts a tweet saying that, hey, we're going to be doing this with Bitcoin in replace of gold, imagine the impact that would have. Not saying he's going to, but I'm just saying that these are things that we have to be aware of and look out for. Gold finding some good buying pressure. CVD is still green. I would not look to go long at these extremes, guys. We were able to buy the lows and then sell out at the highs. It's exactly what we want to look for. Now, ES and NQ. So here's NQ. And again, a lot of people looking bearish today. We are below that previous day low. We have that uncertainty because of the yields. Delete some of these levels. Don't need them anymore. Previous day low. We'll move that down here. Don't need that. Previous day high. We double topped up there. This is why we don't chase gold, right? Because we don't know when we're going to pull back or continue. We're creating some support right here. I'd maybe look to add or enter right there, but again, buying at the highs gets very difficult for gauging your risk, your reward, and all of that, and how many contracts you should be trading with. So right now, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going from the daily, and I see that we had a strong sell candle yesterday with strong volume, so I'm probably going to be looking for continuation today to the downside. And that would also depend on how equities are trading too. And we'll check equities in just a little bit. YouTube, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. I do appreciate it. We just took a phenomenal gold trade. So nothing on the 4 hour. And I don't think we're going to see anything on the 4 hour because we just got this first move yesterday. So we'll probably see something on a bit of a lower time frame. Here's an hourly, maybe a 90-minute, 2 hour. Looks like the hourly is the only thing really giving us a basing. 45, 30. Not seeing too much there, guys. SPX to 6,000 today. Yo, maybe. Where we at? Yo, imagine. Well, they are, man. You told me you were bullish. Yeah, you were bearish. I really like on ES this area up here. This blue area I have. And, in fact, I'll make it red. And this is where I'd look for some potential shorts. Because look at, guys, pre-market. We rejected this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So many times. So this is an area of resistance that I'd like to watch. We're on the 45, which is showing us our weekly volume profile, which is almost forming a P shape if volume didn't start picking up down here. 45, let's go to our 15 and drag this volume profile. There's gold trying to continue higher. I am expecting that. 6 p.m. Eastern. So here is 6 p.m. Eastern, and we see we have a lot of volume consolidation. This almost looks like, look, guys, this is a P pattern. When it comes to the volume profile, this is a P shape, and I'll show you why. It's because it looks like a P. We have low volume right here. Let's make that a little more obvious. We have our low volume right there, and then we have our P shape, right? Now, obviously, it's a backwards P. But usually when volume profile is on this side, it would be the right facing P. So P shape usually means low volume to the downside, price is not being accepted at lower levels, price is being accepted here at the higher level. So there's a few ways I could look to trade this, guys. I could look to see if maybe we want to break higher, leave a low volume shelf around 58.78 and retest that low volume shelf to go long, or we're going to move up here into the low volume area around 58.74, 58.80 key psychological level. We have a key level sitting right there too, and see if we could find some selling pressure in this lower volume to the upside. Now, with it being the P shape though, that is still bullish, so I will keep an eye out for that. That's funny. This is cool. Good example of the P shape though on volume footprint profile. Damn, there goes gold, man. What an entry, dude. Fantastic. I had my first entry here. My ad on the pullback. It tried to stop me out. I adjusted my stop loss a little bit, thankfully. And if I didn't, I would have stopped out on this just for it to continue. That's why it's good to have a tight stop loss, but it's also good to have a reasonable stop loss. We don't want to be trying to have it too tight where it's unreasonable. Right now is on a 50% pullback. Nicola, are you talking about ES or NQ right now? Now we could check the stats on Edgefold too for ES and NQ. First though, let's mark out we'll do what we usually do, right? Where we mark out 1 or 2, right? So we'll write 1. This is area 1. This is area 2. And this is area 51. I'm just kidding. So we'll look to see if there's either selling pressure in area 1 or if we could flip it and find some buying pressure. Alright, so we're going to copy image. We're going to do our little write-up. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. What's up, Random?
What's up?
What's up? Yo, YouTube guys, if you want to say what's up, make sure you hit that like button. Alright, so this is what we're looking for on ES. ES, S&P 500. And this is where we do our write-ups, right, guys? So we want to make sure we have everything written down. So going forward, we could also go back and see, okay, well, how did yesterday trade? The S&P broke its 6-day green streak yesterday by closing red. However, we are currently trading near a 4-hour demand zone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, now today it's going to be a little different, right? The S&P sold off hard yesterday after Treasury yields came in near 5%, comma. This shows a lot of uncertainty in the market, which is usually followed with strong gold momentum. Right, so again, just sort of writing down, get an idea of what I'm looking for, why I'm looking for it, an overall view on the ES, on gold, on just markets in general, so I could have a more clear direction and clear idea of what I'm trading today. Guys, gold, man, there's that TP up there. It's still going. Look at the volume that stepped in on this green candle right here. That was wild. And we were in the trade before that, right? Our goal is to be in trades before we get moves like that because we're getting in at our zones when we see a sign of support. So the S&P sold off hard yesterday after Treasury yields came near, well, topped at 5%. If sellers stay active in the market, I will look for a reaction to, and remember guys, we were looking for this first zone up here. Reaction to, and it's about 58.73 to 58.80. We call it 58.80. If we can break above this zone, I will look for a low volume shelf or node, whatever you want to call it, to retest and go long. And that's what I'm looking for, right? Now, usually what I'll do is I'll do zone 1, zone 2, This sort of just covers zone 1, right? There's not much going on for zone 2. We could do zone 2. Zone 2. This is an untapped demand zone. And with a lot of selling speculation, there's a chance that we hold this demand zone, because what happens, guys, when there's so many people spectating sells, markets like to do the inverse of that, right? So let's see, there's a chance that we hold, with a lot of selling speculation, there's a chance that we hold this zone and reverse for longs. Now there is another zone I was looking at, guys, and on the daily time frame on ES we have yet to retest it, and it's this major area of support. So believe it or not, if we start selling off strong today, this 2 that I have marked out here, I'm gonna look for us to sell off through it and target 57.72 for longs. If this zone fails / is weak, I will look for shorts. Ozzy, you're streaming.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Ozzy, be careful. You're screen sharing right now. There we go. Listen, guys, you could all share your screen if you want. We can make this one big community share, screen share. If the zone fails and is weak, I will look for shorts targeting 57.73 daily support. Awesome, right? So that's our breakdown on ES today, right? And I love that. Let's see. And I'm just send that out. Take a look at gold, see what gold's doing. Gold's just chopping around, pulling back a little bit right now. CVD's been green, it's been bullish. Fantastic, guys, fantastic trade we took on gold before. Really great entry. There we go, some buying pressure on gold. There's a real strong passive seller sitting at 33.16 here, about 33.16.2. All right, let's see. Oil chopping, ES rejecting back lower. We're being patient on that. Market's open in 10 minutes, guys, so we're going to wait till we get some type of move. Market's open, get some type of volume coming to the market. Yo, Marzidi, man, what's going on? Are you in anything? All right. Let's see, got some new faces in here. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, welcome to the community. Anybody who's got any questions ever, please feel free to let me know. Shoot me a DM. Make sure you don't fall for any fake Kevin accounts. There goes gold. Making its way downtown. Going to that final
coming up on NQ there, Kev. A pretty good level between 160 and 150 here.
Nice.
Or I guess it could front run it, but yeah.
116. Yeah, I got one. That's all.
160, 150 from a scalper's perspective.
160. Got you. Yeah, let's see. 160. I see it. I see that point of consolidation we had. Yeah, right there. 230, 260. That's not bad. 45. I'm not seeing too much supply-wise above us, and that sort of makes me think that there is a chance we could pull back, but we're going to have to just wait and see. Wait for market to open, and again, wait to see what kind of volume we get when market opens, because if ES NQ does want to flip and hold bullish, there's a good chance gold will be range-bound, But if ES and NQ both open and they're either bearish or they're weak or they're chopping, then there's a great chance that gold wants to be bullish. So let's add a couple alerts on gold just so we don't miss anything. Already took that great trade, so already didn't miss anything. Let's see. This is gold on Bookmap. Let's see. ES, a lot of resistance above us right now on Bookmap. That's all those red and orange zones. Oh wow, nice, nice. My watch is just gonna listen to everything I say. Alright guys, let's see. I'm not taking any, there's no trades to be taken right here in my opinion. We have 8 minutes till market opens. We're pretty sideways at the moment. The area I would be watching on NASDAQ for potential longs would be somewhere near the lows, because right now we're range bound. And I just want to make sure that I did update, okay good. Let's say that I updated the volume profile on ES. Gold, got you. Yeah, gold, 50%. Oh yeah, if I had the fib up there, I bet that was a 50% retracement. Almost. It was almost a 50% retracement. Unless you're marking it from like this down move, right? Gold had a pretty strong down move overnight. Let's see, 15-minute time frame, seeing if we see anything here. 30-minute. Nope. 45, 90, 1 hour. Nope. No more trades on gold. We can check the hourly on ES, 30-minute on ES. These are all going to close soon. Hourly doesn't close till 10. 30-minute closes in 6 minutes. 15-minute also closes in 6 minutes. So really just waiting, guys. A lot of heavy volume up here, guys. A trick with volume profile, too, is when we're trading in an area that has high volume, don't take the trade. Right, a lot of times we get these areas of high volume when we're consolidating. So we'll get that, the consolidation, that's our range. So we'd want to buy the lows and trade it back into the range, or sell the highs and trade it back into the range. Now remember, I did mention this is almost looking like a P pattern where it's got low volume to the downside, stronger to the upside. Right. Marzidi, man, I don't know if you're there. I tried talking to you a couple times. I didn't hear you, though. Getting some rejection here on ES. We are in a volume area right now. So again, this is a no trade zone on ES or NQ. We're really just waiting for the market to open and give us more of a clear direction. Yesterday's sell-off was brought to us by uncertainty. So that means today market opens, we're going to have uncertainty. We had a strong sell-off yesterday. I would look for continuation, but we're going to really have to see. ES is already negative on the CVD, cumulative volume delta. So we could wait and see, guys. YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. I know you guys aren't, so you better hit it. Especially after that gold trade I gave you guys. Amazing. Alright. Let's see.
Real trading, man.
That's
Real
right.
trading going on.
That's right. Nothing more, nothing less. Every day. Let's see. Oil, whole lot of nothing. This is on the hourly. We could check like the 15. So we could see a lot more clearly a whole lot of nothing. Gold is either going up or it's going down.
It's going down. Or like yesterday, it chopped until I left.
Yeah, yo, dude, that was so...
It went sideways. Yeah.
Bro.
Remember before I left, I'm like, whatever you want, wherever you want to go, just, you'll be fine. And I leave.
Dude, this was my entry. You left like right here, and I had my limit orders out. It was like a 5-1 on ES. You left and the market was like, all right, finally.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was clean, man. But this was a nice. You left, the market said, boop, boop. Done.
I traded that chop. It was hard. Like
Yeah, no.
I lost a trade in that one. You know what I mean? But
You lost a trade?
I lost a trade. I lost one trade on that. Yeah.
Bro.
20. It was from Tuesday to it was 22 wins, one loss. Come on.
Nice. 22 wins and one loss,
Yeah.
and I'm back to break even.
No. For the week, I'm up 6,500.
Yes, sir. Good job. Good stuff, man. Love it. Look at ES, guys. ES had a broken demand zone up here yesterday that worked as resistance. That helped us find that strong area of basing before the yields came in and just dropped us like rot. But, yeah. Yeah. Market's open. Less than 2 minutes, guys. Let's get excited. Let's be ready. Gold pulling back. I got out of my gold trade right over here. So I was cool with it. We were cool with it.
NQ's actually moving right now.
Yeah.
It was deadly. It's been deadly like on the first hours lately. It's been weird.
Let's see. Same with NQ, right? We have that P-shape pattern on the volume profile, but to the highs, we don't have that much volume. So I'd look for shorts if we could find some resistance. I got 240 to 260. I think you had 260 to 280, right?
I was looking from a scalper perspective, 150 to 160 right here, like where we're coming up to 150 to 160. Yeah.
Gotcha.
From a scalper's perspective, does it hold in this area, and we have at least a small continuation? Really, I just care about grabbing some points right off of that.
Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna wait. Market's open in T-minus a minute and a half. YouTube, make sure you're hitting that like button. Drum roll before market opens. Excited to see what we have in store for us today. Daily time frame, again, we could always circle back. We see that we sort of stalled out up here on these bullish days, and then we started to pull back. We had that strong yield uncertainty coming in. Should be seeing some follow through. So I'd like to see if maybe, let's mark our open price on ES. I'm sorry, this is NQ. We'll mark our open price so we know if we're above it, we're in a green candle. If we're below it, we're on a red candle. And I already have the open price on ES mapped out too. But until volume starts to pick up to the downside, I wouldn't go short right at open. Yeah, I could be wrong. We might dump right at open. That's fine. That's okay. I don't have any supply zones near here. I have this area of resistance 5876. It was an area of support yesterday after the strong sell-off. Now an area of resistance this morning. T-minus 17 seconds, guys. I'm looking for, what I say? Like 76. Look at this, 75, 76. Passive sellers up here. Since 9:28, since I mentioned it. Somebody's... Alright, who on here just put out 113 lots on ES? No, I'm just kidding. Let's see, guys. Market open. We'll see the reaction we get. I'm thinking low volume to the downside. We might want to drop first and then pull back. I'm going to be patient, guys. As traders, we got to know our system, know our setup, and know our strategy. And right now, my system, setup, strategy do not co-align with taking a trade right here at open. Gold might be giving us another trade opportunity right here. ES and Q chopping around, so we're not getting much continuation at the moment. We can take a look at equities. Always want to look at equities. Microsoft's within range. Meta within range. Apple, new low a day, selling off. Tesla, Nvidia, all within range, except for Amazon's also within range, but bearish. But a lot of things are within range and or bullish right now. I'd like to see if we can move higher first and find some sells around 58.76 on ES. VIX is moving higher today. It is above its previous day's range already. And VIX moving higher is bearish on ES. Oh boy. You know? Good morning, guys. Good morning, dude. Let's see. Market's on the chopstick action right now. NQ was holding VWAP. ES is dancing on it.
And it front ran me by $2. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was close, dude. It was like, It's like, let me think about it. Yeah, look at that from 160. That's really funny.
Right, front ran by $2.
Yeah, that just means it wants you to short it to target that price level.
Oh, God. It trapped some longs up at this high here.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that we're pushing up higher here with VIX struggling, pushing lower. That's a nice red flag to the longs. Gold also pulling back. Look at that. Real glad I got out of gold and wasn't trying to hold. Let's see, guys. Do we have anything of interest? Market overview. U.S. stock likely to open on a mixed note after 2-day fall. We know that. Pull up ES and NQ back up on there for you guys. Sellers trying to step back in there. Oh, we might get your 60.
Oh, I'm waiting. 60-50. Like 160, 150 is what I'm waiting for.
There it is.
Oh, I know. I got it. And I'm out.
Wow, UNH. Let's see where UNH is at right now. Could it be above 300? Oh, not even. Again, another dip below 300. That's crazy. Let's see. So UNH, what else? Bitcoin, all-time highs. Amazon CEO says no slowdown in consumer spending even though there are tariffs. NVTS, did you guys see that NVIDIA released their Form 13F filing? So guys, you remember I covered a video on how Michael Burry recently updated his 13F filings, and it looks like he's shorting NVIDIA. He's only holding one stock long, which is ticker EL, but that's not the case because he could fill out that form 45 days after each fiscal calendar year. So that means he could be out of that trade already. He could be in a new trade already. He could have trimmed, added, anything. He could have even inversed the trade at this point. Bless you. So with that being said, NVIDIA also released their 13F filings, and they said that they're holding this stock right here, and that is NVTS. And I want to show you guys NVTS on the daily time frame. No, is that it? NVTS, really? Look at that. Big gap up there on that news related because that 13F is now available to the public. And we got a 150% return on that one day. Now, if it does want to continue to the next key level, that's another 130% return based off of this 487 level. There's those sellers. Oh, there's that buying area on NQ I was looking for. Let's see. How's our volume profile looking? We still low on volume down there? I'll take it. Ah, I missed it. It's too busy chatting. Let's see. Damn, man. We missed NQ longs on that. Ooh.
Not me. I got both of them.
You know what, Random? Excuse me for trying to educate people on what NVIDIA's buying and Form 13Fs. I'll just shut up and trade futures. Wow, dude, that's
No,
crazy.
I love it, man. It's so helpful. Like, just be careful here. The news. It's really well put together. You know what I mean? Like
Thank you.
It's like, oh man, I didn't even think of that. Oh, okay, and then you could chill.
100%.
While making fun of the fact that I got those two longs.
That's because you just have to listen. I'm the one. I'm looking on my phone trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
You're trying to help us. You're trying to
Yeah,
help us.
exactly. And I'll keep doing that.
But we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate your appreciation. Here's Nasdaq hit this level of support right here, 21,150. Possible longs for support right there, if buyers want to hold it. But it's struggling at the moment. I would have wanted longs closer to that 21,115. You alright? Guys, give me a half a second. Alright. You gonna learn today what a good trade looks like now. Where my Kevin Hart fans at who understand that reference. Guys, we're chopping right now. This is a no trade zone. That's why. No trade zone. No flex zone. So many references today, Kevin. Shut up and trade futures. How's gold doing? Gold trying to hold that fair value gap right here. Gold might be giving us some more long entries, guys. But I'm good right now. I mean, uncertainty in the market usually leads to gold to hold. Yo, YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. Join our community at bullishbrs.com for live trading every day. 5-minute closes in 5 seconds. 15-minute closes in 5.5 minutes. That'll give us our orb, our opening range break. What I would like to know is what are the odds that we have a single break today? And there goes the market without me. What are the odds? Let's see. We could check Edgeful if we want to know the stats of that instead of having to go through everything. Orb, go to report, and we want to check the NQ, and we want to see the previous few days. We've had double breaks. Alrighty. A lot of double breaks or breakouts. Look at that. Double break or breakout in the past 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days. All double breaks except 2 breakouts. Now we could also check by weekday. These are all double breaks. Last Thursday we had a breakout. So let's see if we retest the zone on NQ. I would consider longs at that point. Might not get that entry, guys. I showed you guys that entry in the morning in the AM off of it, but I personally missed it. That's also why I like to send screenshots and stuff, right? In case I'm looking at something else. Let you guys catch it. I'll self-sacrifice so you guys can make some money. I'll pull a random.
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, bro, these longs. Gotta love that low volume shelf, that volume profile, guys. Obviously, I'm supply and demand. That's my core of my strategy. But since I've added volume profile a lot more fluently, it's been almost a game changer, really helping me find solid entries, solid stop losses, solid setups, and even just spotting if we have buying or selling pressure, right? So, great tool. Volume is something that market makers, institutions cannot hide. They can't hide volume when volume hits the market. So, let's use that to our advantage and see what's going on. Damn, man. It is 10:41. We had 2 5-minute candles so far. The first one was a downside, second one was an upside, and now we're looking for continuation on that. 15-minute looks alright. 30, 45, 90. Guys, great stuff today. Great stuff. NASDAQ zone hit perfect. ES, I didn't have anything on ES yet. We have possible shorts lining up at 58.76 if we want to stay range bound. And gold is chopping. We're done with gold for the moment. We had a great trade on gold this morning. That was around 8:40. 8:35 was my first entry. Held it through the chop. Added around 8:45, 8:50. And then we got a nice spike. Got out into some good profits. And yeah. Waiting on NASDAQ, seeing if NQ does want to give us a possible entry long. I'd probably rather be patient at this point. We have 2 minutes left for the 15 minutes to close, which means we could wait for that 15 to close to see if it wants to give us maybe our opening range breakout, or if it does help give us any specific direction or range. So we're pushing higher. We wouldn't buy the highs. We would be patient, wait for a pullback, buy the lows. A lot of rejection here, though. Microsoft new high a day. Apple holding some support. Nvidia pushing lower, Tesla new high a day, and Amazon trying to hold too. So I would consider a retest of this zone. I'd probably look to see the 15-minute and wait for the 15-minute to close, because if the 15 could close somewhere up here in this volume average, then it looks like we might be basing before we want to continue higher. Right now, sellers just smacked down this big green candle with some strength. So let's wait and see. VIX is trying to move higher, which is bearish. And remember, guys, we had that uncertainty yesterday because of the yields coming in at 5%. Now, usually yields is not something I keep an eye on, but anything that's related to the market, anything that moves the market, I care about. As a day trader, whether you're trading futures, options, stocks, day trader, swing trader, you want to know about these things. Very choppy right now. I wouldn't look to buy the highs. I wouldn't look to sell the lows. Looks like, do we have news coming out at 9:45? Look at this, guys. They pulled all the orders. Somebody might be speaking right now.
It's a PMI.
Composite PMI? Okay.
Oh, PMI is 945. Oh, look at that. That's why you have a community. Holy smokes.
Yeah, right?
I was looking to get into a trade. Yeah, no, seriously, I was looking to get into trade. I don't trade when there's that stuff going on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. And look, ESNQ when I use.
And I don't know who said that, man, but you protected my $2,500 profit so far. That's what you did.
Yeah, you got it. Teamwork.
What?
Good stuff. You know what it is? I noticed that on Bookmap they pulled all the orders, so it looks black. So I said, "Oh, do we have news now?" There it is. And then we had the homie. Who was that? Charlie Mike that said, "Yeah, we got that flash PMI." Amazing, man. Amazing. All right, let's go retest that 21,116 and get our long entries.
Charlie Mike protected that.
What? No, I'm only up 982, you flexer. Wait, index moving higher. Let's see. Equity's looking all right. Wouldn't take any trades off of that news candle right now. We'd be patient, guys. Guys, don't forget, you could trade news on Apex.
Let it simmer.
Yeah, exactly. Let it simmer. Let it simmer. Don't be chasing. You chase this up here, you try to get filled, you hit buy limit when Nas is at 21,180 and it'll fill you at like 21,190. Like instantly 10 points in the red.
Yeah. Man, that was a good save. I'll tell you right now, like just from looking at the contracts, like just so you guys know, there was no money at all there. So what he's saying is absolutely correct. You'd be getting filled, and I'm going to take a picture of this so you guys understand it, but you'd be getting filled at like Oh man,
The widest
five
spreads.
$5 difference on NQ. So I'll just post this right now.
Yo, a trick to see the spread on ESNQ is on TradingView. You could turn on the buy and sell buttons, and that shows you where the bid and the ask are at.
This doesn't happen. So you guys got to know that when you go to fill, that's real market. That's not the fit. This is CQG data. So that means that when you're gonna get filled, it could be a $5 spread.
Wow. Where does it show the $5?
Well, each candle's $5.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
So you can see there's no contracts traded in between them. So let's say you hit the go, and you're near the bottom, and you wanna, let's say, long. Well, you're gonna get filled near the top of that candle, and then it's just gonna reverse on you $5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, I want this pullback. I want some longs on NASDAQ. Yo, I don't even know. Because that 15 looks like it's ready to hold. I might not get the entry, though, because the 15 looks like it wants to base and continue higher. Therefore, I might not get the retest of 21,115. VIX is trying
Yeah, I
to
got
move
the
lower.
2 poles. I don't know about you, but I got the 2 poles where it could make another low. That's why I've been careful. But I was focusing on a high into the 230s is where I wanted to take it.
Got you. Ooh,
That news though screwed me up.
Got you. Let's see. I just got a notification from Google saying Google's breaking a major level. Yeah, look at that. Google killing it. Google on a nice bull run. Yo, my buddy's in Google options. He bought calls down here at 63. They're probably crushing it right now. I'm gonna check his story. He's one of those guys that like posts all their trades on like their Instagram story. I like it, man. I like when people make trading, use trading as not only like a form of extra income, but like a hobby, right? Get excited about it, be entertained by it. Don't be emotionally attached to it where you're losing money and you're just not happy. But be happy when you're learning, right? Be happy when you're trading. Risk what you're willing to lose, and being happy when trading will be a lot easier. And even just learning how to trade will be a lot easier when you're not risking more than you're willing to lose. And you're just being patient, you're trading your setup, your system. Very choppy right now, guys. No trade zone in my opinion. Feeling like we might want to dump.
Does look like it's still trying to digest that news. What was the news? I know it was PMI, but like what came in?
Let's see. Came in, actual was above. So global U.S. manufacturing PMI is compiled by the S&P Global from responses to questionnaires sent to purchasing managers in a panel of about 800 manufacturers. The headline figure is Purchasing Manufacturers Index, PMI, which is weighted average of the following 5 indexes: new orders, output, employment, supplier delivery times, and stocks of purchases. Blah, blah, blah. The index varies between 0 and 100, with the reading above 50 indicates an overall increase compared to the previous month. Below 50 is an overall decrease. So it came in higher. Which would be bullish towards these companies. And I'll cover a video on that. Probably as soon as I end the stream here.
That was an ugly sell-off earlier, though. Oof, you're right about that.
From
That was a really ugly sell-off.
Overnight or or yesterday?
Yeah, overnight. Like just the way it did that. Yeah, it was gross.
Charlie Mike, that's crazy that Flash PMI comes up as a red folder news on what's that, Forex? I forget what that's called, Forex news or something like that.
Yeah, that's Forex.
But it doesn't come up as a high important on TradingView. I almost want to contact TradingView about that and tell them to put it as a high important.
Yeah, I like the Forex format. I'm more old school. I like spreadsheets, so that TradingView one's a little wonky for me.
Got you. I'm new school. I want everything on one platform. Yo, meanwhile, I have Bookmap open, I have OBS open, I have YouTube open, I have TradingView open, I have Discord open, I have Edgeful open. Yo, Marzit, you there, homie? Are you still using Edgeful? Could you guys hear him? Is he talking today?
Let me try that again. It would help if I turn my mic on.
There he is.
The 15-minute orb strategy on Edgeful. The 3 month says a 55% chance of a double break for the SPY. The 1 month says a 67% chance on the SPY for a double break of the 15-minute orb. So, right now we're just sitting in between the two orbs, high lows. So I'm kind of watching that to see what that does. I mean, that is a statistical edge. I have been zeroing in more on the tighter time frames because of Trumponomics have changed the dynamics of the market.
Yep.
So, I'm giving a little bit more weight to the 1 month than I am the 3 or the 6 month.
Okay, cool. Thank you. What, was your mic off all morning? Maybe that's why I didn't hear you today.
No, I've been wandering around doing some stuff around the house this morning. I've decided I would wait for this, see what this orb does. And there we are. We're touching, SPY is just now touching the orb high.
Nope.
So let's see what happens. That could set up a short possibly on the SPY, which would correspond to the ES.
Yeah, gold's
Yeah, I'm
dumping.
taking a break right now, long.
Yep, guys. So, guys, gold is dumping because of the PMI, right? So, PMI came in strong. It came in bullish for these companies are looking good. That's strength in the market overall because companies resemble the market. So, with that being said, when we look at something like gold, PMI comes in strong. People are taking their money out of gold and putting it back into NASDAQ, into the ES. So, when they take their money out, look what happens. They're taking their money out means they have to sell it. Yo, ES to 6,000 today. Let's get it, bro. I'm still looking for the low volume shelves up here. I do like the 15-minute for continuation. Look at NASDAQ just ripping away off of my level. Man, that would have been a freaking crazy trade on NQ. Look at that. Almost 100. It's at 130 points in profit from that area I had. That's crazy, man. And I was busy talking about, like, NVTS or something like that. Oh man, guys, don't tell me about the Knicks game last night. I don't know if we got any basketball fans here, but I haven't watched a basketball game in years, and I'm like, all right, I got a little time today. Let me watch the Knicks. Knicks in 7. They're gonna beat the Pacers, bro. They had a lead all game. They had a 9-point lead up till the last minute. The other team came back, tied it, and they won in overtime. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They just shorted my stop, and I was like, that's crazy. NASDAQ low volume up here. Do not go long at these points, guys. If anything, again, these low volume shelves, we look for reversals, pullbacks, or if we can scale above it, we'll look for a retest on it. But right now, as a low volume shelf might be more range bound. 15 looks more bullish. That's what was keeping me more in directional today. Or right now, I should say. You're my everything. It was only 9 seconds left on that 5. I can't believe this just tapped that entry and didn't even give us a look back. Then PMI came in. And I think Thursday we have existing home sales at 10 o'clock too, guys. So we got a bunch of news today. We'd look for continuation though off of this. I'm being patient. I'm not taking anything. It's not what I wanted to delete. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic stuff today. And it's only 9:50.
I'm sort of hanging out quietly.
Ah!
Hiding in the bushes to go poo.
What up, J-Man?
What up? I just barely logged into my broker. Been a busy morning.
Pretty big buy right there. 52 on NQ for 30 lots. Same with 50. So the buyers are active up here. They're
This
interested.
week's,
Oh, let's see.
I might be done today this
Ooh.
week. Check that out.
Damn. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Yeah, but I did lose 2 trades, man. Come on.
Oh, what are you doing?
Out of 33 trades, I lost 2. Come on.
But you know what? You kept the losses
Come on,
small.
help me.
Largest
No.
winner.
Well,
Look
I'm trading with 5. I'm trading with my 5 contracts, right? So it's really only 10. You know, you're taking a $10 loss, right?
Yep.
Or $10 stop loss on my range candles. I mean, you can't. Unfortunately, it's 800 to 1,000 loss when you take a loss, right?
Yep. Yeah, but look again, largest loser, like you said, 1,000, 1,300 on this loss, but largest winners double that. And that's super ideal. Having a larger winners than largest losers, having a larger average winner than an average loser. But look, with Random today is a good example. He had his average loser was 975, his average winner was 384, but he only had 2 losses. So with that being said, it's 31 wins. That's going to surpass. He's able to have a higher win rate and maybe be a little careful with his stop losses.
Well, they're $10. You
Right.
can't help it.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general, just in just general for anybody watching.
I'll take
Damn,
50
man.
points. Thank you.
Oh man.
And you stay in M and Q?
Did
Yeah, I
anyone
could've-
catch that? That was beautiful.
297 coming up. 297.
More.
I'm out, but I'm waiting for 297. There is a gap up. Somebody bought this and gapped the buy up.
Yeah, I was waiting for like just under half of that LZ that I was talking about, and it shot through it a little bit above half. So I'll expect a test, pull back, and then we'll get one more.
Yeah, I'm looking for
I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's weird, right, Jared? Like right at 269.50, no contracts, and it just gapped with no buying, just bloop, and then now it's holding here.
Yep.
Got less than 2 minutes for that home sales.
Oh, good call.
Thank you very much. I'm holding off.
Very good
Same.
call. Yep, me too.
Thank you.
Guys,
Hey, Random, do you only do M and Qs, the minis?
I have well, on my Apex I have MNQ account, which I don't trade when it's choppy, and I'm doing pretty good on that. And I do 3 to 5 MNQ, and then this is my full size NQ account, and then I have a gold specific which I don't trade every day. So I got 3 of them. I'm trying to get all of them. They're all on 300,000, so I'm trying to get them all up. The MNQ, I'm at like almost 8,000, but it's been like a month and a half or something. It's like it takes forever. It's like 2 months, month and a half to get it up there.
gold's selling off hard, guys. Great reaction of gold. Great trend off of gold with ES and NQ both trending as well, and that PMI coming in positive. Guys, I will be covering that today on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. TikTok, wherever you want to see me. In the back of your car, wherever. No, I'm just kidding. Bullishbrs podcast, Jeremy? No, Jeremy, you can't do that anymore. Damn it.
Well, we can.
I could have you like as a guest, probably, right? Because I don't want you to step on any turtle toes. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Here's existing home
297
sales.
coming up.
And see you
Boom.
later.
There we go. 297 hit. That's what I was waiting for.
I'm looking for pull back to 53 longs on NQ.
Yeah, I'm not bearish. It's just like a take a break type level.
Type-ish.
Yeah, because I have the next one. If it gets past it, I don't have anything until 360 to 380. 360, 380. So
Nice.
I mean, the Tuttle Toes will survive, but the YouTube algorithm is kind of,
It's crap right now.
well, it's kicking ass for newer channels.
Oh.
So like, we don't have. I mean, we've got like over 2,000 views on each of our episodes.
Alright, guys, we're pulling back here on Nasdaq. I'm looking for that 2153 for an entry long. First class, up in the sky.
And we're doing another one today at 11:30, so I gotta start getting prepped for that.
Nice. Gold continuing lower. Gold swept a pre-market low, so we can look for a pullback here off gold. We do have a key level here on gold as well. Yes, and NQ just continuing away. NQ, new high of day. ES is not breaking those pre-market highs yet. It's about to. It's close. Here it comes, NASDAQ new high.
Find the edge of that LZ I was talking about.
VIX pushing lower. Look at that gold hold. With low volume down here on gold, by the way. So this might be an area to take longs on gold. So just an FYI for your info. Forget your info. Haha. I think we're done with the news for today, at least. Guys, remember this morning I mentioned that NASDAQ was giving us that P shape where we had a low volume to the downside and higher volume to the upside. So when we pulled back to my low volume shelf down here for an entry, I was busy yapping about something else. But had I been watching NASDAQ, we would have been in this trade for a zero drawdown trade and really would have just started to fly. Nvidia, Tesla lead over 250 billion in short seller losses during recent market rally. 250 billion in losses.
Oh my god.
Wild.
If you're buying stocks, the thing is just buy, don't short, you know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
buy and hold and be happy with what you got and average in and all that. Like, man.
Yeah, dude. That's oof. I could see shorting in a bear market, like hedging against your long position, but a naked short for a long term, that could really bite you. Especially because historically of stocks always going up, but mainly going up or ranging. So waiting on NASDAQ to pull back to 53. NASDAQ's not going to give us a pullback. We're just going to keep going today.
Watch NVIDIA. It's just about at half back from yesterday's range.
Yeah, check that out, guys. Equities, NVIDIA rallying, Tesla rallying, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, all equities are looking bullish on these 15s right now. Same with the 5s. They've been rallying. Amazon new high a day, Nvidia new high a day, Microsoft, Meta new high a days, guys. Bull, bull, bull. Bye, bye, bye. There goes NASDAQ. Fantastic. I'm still waiting on a pullback. I don't like to buy these highs.
Just watch that edge.
Gotta have an edge in the market.
Oh, that edge of the liquidity zone, the purple one there. That's essentially the range bar and the rounding top pattern. And exactly why I never stay in that short on those. I'll scalp them short, but I'm never gonna, stay in.
Never
in
hold
that
past
short.
15 seconds.
Just about everybody and their mother sees a rounding top as a bearish pattern, but I never do. I always see them as more of an accumulation pattern with a liquidity trap at the bottom is all.
Cool.
It's like if you go to the 2 hour, you'll spot it. It just basically finds, within reason.
ES. Let's see. ES.
You could draw the channel on it and do the trap detector thing, get the same results, but realistically, all you need to know is where the range bar is.
Yeah. ES is rejecting that area that I had.
All right, I'm done on my live account now. I just got my last trade. I shorted that high there for 5.
Nice.
I might be done with that 50-pointer. I took some size in that.
I'm waiting on this pullback. I'll wait market. I'll sit here and be patient. Just like yesterday. I'll wait till random leaves so the market could give me an entry.
There you go.
That was too good yesterday. That was hard. I mean, that was not easy trading that chop yesterday.
Bro, yeah, that was tough, man.
That's why I wasn't saying any levels, nothing. Like I was just like,
Just watching.
this is hard.
Yep, sometimes it's just a spectating kind of day.
Oh, I traded it, but it was hard.
Listen, Random, not everybody could trade every market, okay?
I only trade NQ. I'm still learning
No, I mean
gold
all
because
like
of you.
I mean like all market
Oh,
conditions.
right. Oh, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chop is easier for scalpers. It's just that was very hard.
Yeah.
Super hard.
No, I'm kidding. Because you know what it is to use range candles, so it's not even like you're using a time frame analysis. So it sort of helps you find those ranges regardless of trend or not. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and you know your loss. Like it sucks, but you know it's going to be a $10 loss worth $900. But you know it's fixed, right?
Yep.
So like I said, if it gets past here, I don't have anything until 360, 380 if it gets past here.
Yeah, we're pushing. That's crazy, man. That's wild.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Right to that edge.
VIX moving lower. ES in an area of resistance that I had, but Nasdaq's just been flying.
There's not a lot of selling, and like, yeah, you could jinx it. It just goes down here. But when you're looking at it, there's not a lot of selling. There's a lot of investment on the longs, and then it's pulling back with some shorting, you know?
Actually.
There doesn't seem to be a commitment right now.
Alright, existing home sales came in at 4 million, forecast was 4.1 million, previous was 4.02 million, so small decline. Mortgage closing usually takes place 30 to 60 days after sales contracts is closed. It includes single family homes, condos, and co-ops.
There's an extension pivot just above this, but I won't see any conviction unless we consolidate and break it.
Guys, if we look at our volume profile, check out the NASDAQ, right? So this is what I look for. This is an amazing example. So what I like to see is I like to see us break above a low volume shelf like this. And when we break above it, I want to see us continue and consolidate up here. At this point, I look for this volume to start to pick up so that we have a high volume shelf up here and the low volume shelf remains down here, right? That way, we can retest that. This will be our new range. We have our manipulation lower, test the low volume, and continue higher. That's what I would be looking for. So I sort of want to see us consolidate up here for a little bit. It's only 10:08.
We made a high of day, by the way. Just so you know, like we made a new high of day from overnight. Like we did break it.
Yep. Yeah, NASDAQ's been above
just
it.
doesn't win here.
NASDAQ's been above it. ES finally was able to crack above it. ES a little resilient this morning. Yes is in that area. I was looking for rejections. Remember I sent that pre-market prep this morning. Oh, gold. Dude, that's crazy. I didn't take gold, but this was the setup I showed you guys. Rejection off that low, off of this key level of support. Wow. Wow. Alright guys, let's see, we're chopping around. 10:09, we can check the 15 minute, the 30 minute, we see how strong we are, hourly. We could even check the 4 hour.
Caught some good shorts here. Like, people, they caught some shorts on that, pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, like NASDAQ just hit a pretty strong level of resistance, but we've been too bullish. I think if anything, I would wait for a pullback. I'm not going to short the pullback. I'd much rather wait for my entry long.
No, I meant like just be clear. Like when it went down, it caught a lot of people trying to go short right there.
Oh, gotcha.
And then it pumped. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I took that 5 points long.
Nice. Let's see. So 66. This is where I'm looking for a potential long entry on ES right here. NQ's a little further down, so we'll have to see.
How you doing today, Charlie Mike? You killing it?
No, I wish I could say I was killing it, but yeah, no.
What's going on? You find yourself chasing a little bit?
Yeah, I was chasing that downtrend, that 830, and yeah, that one hosed me, but it's all good. It's all part of learning.
Nope, that's right.
Try to limit your daily loss, like what Kevin talks. Like it hurts when you can't trade for real the rest of the day, but let's say you take a loss of whatever, XYZ to you, 200, 300, 200, whatever, on your Apex whatever account, just lock yourself out and just go to paper for the rest of the day and just be prepared tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a 10% rule, but I didn't have my. So I trade through Tradebait, which for me, if I'm doing group trading, I actually got to set those risk limits within the settings on the account, and I didn't have them set. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's all a learning process, right? It's just like, who cares? Like, let's say you have 3 winning days. Everybody has a losing day. Just limit that losing day to whatever you're comfortable with,
Yep.
Yep.
All right, ES, man, near my entry point. I want to see if we want to hold here. I want to push into this a little bit. Low volume shelf right here, right? At 69, 58.69. Weighted index pretty weak, though. Amazon, equities pulling back. Trying to hold it. Let's see. $230 left in this 5. Some selling pressure here.
Yeah, I've got 260 as the area of interest that's starting to come into my channel.
Nice. If ES starts holding, I'm going to try one long on ES here off that low volume shelf. Stop loss is at 866, guys. I'm in good profits from gold this morning, so I'm risking real light on this trade. 66 is
Watching right here. Watching right here if they don't break these longs. All the longs up high are up here on NQ.
Yeah.
On the NQ, wait for 260.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for 259 on NQ, so I might have jumped the gun on these ES longs because NQ hasn't hit that area of support yet. We're still in that low volume shelf. We're still a couple points away from my stop loss. I'm just waiting right now. It might go hit my stop. I see that Nasdaq's got good momentum, and that's okay because I know how much my risk was. I was up 980 on the day. My risk on this trade was only 170. That's how we got to keep our. There we go. Stopped out. That's fine. I don't care.
Busting, yep.
Yep.
Just busted those longs. There was a gap there. When I was telling Jared when he said he saw it too. There's a gap. Just took that gap up of no trades.
Nice. Let's see. I want to see how that footprint volume profile looks like right now.
Yeah, it looks like next gap fills at 249.
They're gapping back.
Some buying pressure. Let's just wait a second here.
Respect my liquidity zone authority.
I caught that long.
Nice.
First scalp.
Let's see if we find momentum back above here.
Get in the zone. Sorry.
Does anyone else's Tradevate screen glitch when stuff happens sometimes? Just freezes.
I do, Moon.
Yeah.
I do, and I stopped using the Tradebait app, so I do all of it through the browser. I mean, I don't get glitches on the browser side.
Yep. Second that.
Yeah, I'm on the browser site, but I don't know. Maybe Rhythmic's better. I don't know.
I've seen the browser site glitch occasionally, very rarely, but usually it resolves in a few seconds. The weird part is sometimes the day volume will disappear for a while. That's kind of odd.
It's got a hold here, or else I got nothing until 250 to 235. So that 15 point.
Yeah.
So gotta see if it holds here.
I want to see Nas one more dip here, and I'm gonna take Nas longs, but we'll see.
I've got to go and pick up my son, so no trading on the phone. That's one of my rules.
Good rule.
That's a good rule.
But it's great. I'm up 150 points today.
Good job.
Yeah, gone well. So
Fantastic.
I'm gonna not get excited and start laughing in mirrors like the other day. I'll see you a bit later.
See you later, man. Good job.
Catch you later.
Congrats.
Thank
Good
you.
work. All right, guys. We're coming near that 65. I wanted to see 53. 50.
Right on par.
Equities looking weak. Weighted index.
Yeah,
looks
we're hitting
bearish.
that with buys.
Yeah, let's be careful.
So let's say we think it's support. It's fine if it's support, but just to reiterate, when it's going down there, they're entering more shorts at that up near the lows. So they're trying to break that low. So when you're on top of support, but they're shorting on that support, just be careful.
Yep. 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 Amazon pushing lower. My all equities just tried to push bearish here, guys. No longs just yet. We're waiting to see if Nas could push into this area and hold.
And you
Give
see
us a
that
dump
broke it.
through.
So, yeah.
Give me one more little push
I'll
here.
show the delta representation. I was playing with this so that people get a better understanding.
Yeah.
Right here. So I'm just gonna poke.
Damn, man.
That's the delta representation I was talking about when they're shorting right at the lows. So you have your support, and then it comes down, boom, 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 breaks it. It doesn't mean it's going to continue. It's just be careful there because it'll stop you out, and then maybe that's the move, maybe that's the long, but
Right.
it does that a lot.
Yeah, dude. This I want to see 63 possible entry on NQ here. 55 I actually have as my entry. Like one more little dip here I would like to see, but if this candle closes green and equities look like they're trying to hold, I'll take the next 5-minute long. But right now I'm waiting for this 5 minutes to give me one more little push lower and try to hold near that 53 to 40 area. Equities looking bearish. VIX pushing higher. Just waiting right now, guys. We're trying to base out. Buyers are definitely looking like they want to try to hold at this point. Let's see if we get one more dip lower for our entry. Minute 56 left. Equities are bearish. We might feel a drop on this, guys. Here's 62.
I got nothing till if it goes lower 55 to 35, which is a 20-point range, but that's all I got.
Nice. Let's see. I mean, equities are still trying to move lower. Nasdaq's not really reflecting that at the moment. I can't take long.
It's still a higher low
equities
off of
so
that
strong.
low until it breaks it, right?
It is. That's true.
It did sweep liquidity, so it has to break it now, which it is going with some force here. Still hasn't broke it, but it's going with some force.
Nope. I
They're
want to see
shorting
it
under.
break into this area.
But again, there's no new low yet, right? Established.
That's right. Guys, a minute left on this 5-minute. Sellers are looking strong on equities. There we go. Nasdaq dipping at 260. It's holding this 260 pretty well. I'd like to say that and then have it break 260, please. Nah, it's holding it well. That's pretty good. It didn't give me my entry yet. If this candle closes green, I'll take it. But 30 seconds left. Now I just wait. $20 seconds. Pushing lower again. Chopping around again. 16 seconds. Being patient. Equities. Nvidia and Tesla are holding. Those are the only two that are holding right now. I'd like to see Nasdaq break this previous 5-minute low and then look to reverse.
It got it.
Here we go. Okay, here's some buying. I'm going to take a long on Nas there. So I'm entered long, but stop loss is like immediately if we just continue lower. I'm looking for a quick reaction off of this level on NQ. And again, if it stops me out, that's fine. Stop loss is at 38. Actually, how are equities? Pretty bearish. Nvidia's trying to hold. We'll see. We'll see. I waited for this entry. We'll be patient on it.
We did get that gap fill at 48, 248.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm watching it too.
I'm not a fan of buyers keep failing at this point. Oh, yeah, no, we keep building resistance above it. Bit of a red flag on that. Moving my stop loss to 40. It's like a 10-point stop loss. Yeah, it's getting there. Let's see. Ooh, hello.
There we go. Wow.
Right? Yo, you're telling me. Let's see.
Out of that list of secondary missile defense companies, I think Rocket Lab's probably the underdog.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We haven't broken that low volume shelf. I had to re-enter. If this 5 could flip green for a second, that'd be huge. But right now, I'm probably just going to get out for a scalp. Yeah, these sellers are nasty right now. Let's see. VIX trying to move higher, which is bearish. Weighted index moving lower, which is bearish. So yeah, these longs are a no-go right now, guys.
Yeah, they're viciously selling off right now.
Yeah.
They just sold the crap out of that right there. That's dangerous.
Yep. Let's just wait. This might be a good short.
Just take your money if you're, you could be in trouble here big time.
Yeah. Let's see. Equities are all bearish still.
I've got nothing, so I'm gonna log off. That part I wanted that area to hold to continue to trade. It didn't, so I'm done. But I'll talk to you guys after.
Yo, talk to you later, man. Be good.
Thanks, Brandon.
Later.
Hey, man.
Look at this. Every time buyers try to hold it, a seller steps in and gives us a new low. So we wouldn't really be looking for longs at the moment. There we go. Big sells. We'd look for shorts maybe here. $35 possible shorts on NQ if we hold that area as resistance. Whoa, pushing right into it. Wow, right into it, no problem. Let's see. Wow, above 35, hit 38. Let's see. Markets are trying to hold here. I'm going to wait, guys. We just got to wait right now.
SPY is at
Equities are
VWAP.
holding. $15-minute closes in 5.5 minutes, and it's looking more of a reversal 15. Damn, look at that. Look at that, man. I'll try to get another long entry if we can around 29. It's at 36, 35. Let's see. 35 looked all right. It just seems too choppy, guys. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose, obviously. But let's just be patient on this. ES is way weaker. Weighted index is way weaker. Yeah, trying to catch this bottom is not a good idea. Forget that. Forget that. We had that crazy good trade. What was that earlier on gold? Yes, and NQ really haven't been giving us much to consider. Yes, man. I should have took this short on ES. That was part of the trade plan up here. Shorts on ES up there. Damn, these sellers, bro. I look for support right off this demand zone on NQ here.
SPY is at intraday VPOC.
Weighted index moving lower. Equities are bearish. Okay, finding some buying off of this demand zone. But this could just be a pullback before we continue lower. Let's see, guys. We're pushing towards this 215. We held it last time. Weighted index trying to move lower. Ooh, look at that ES with the hold. I'm sorry, NASDAQ with the hold. NASDAQ with the hold. Off this 215 area down here. That's demand. Sellers are strong. Let's see, weighted index. Apple moving lower. Microsoft moving lower. Meta moving lower. Tesla and Nvidia are trying to hold higher. If those could fail, we're going to have a huge sell-off. Let's see, weighted index looking bearish still. Let's see if we get some continuation to the downside here. Buyers keep trying to hold it. Buyers are showing their hand. They're saying we're not giving up just yet. Even though we had that sell-off the past 3-5 minutes. We're just waiting to see. We're seeing that we're basing out here volume and price-wise.
Hey Kev, can you hear me?
Hey, Victoria, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I think I might actually have, I'm not going to say I've cracked this, but how much, yeah, I think I might have done actually. I think I might be onto something. I think I
Yeah?
might work it out. Yeah. After like 3.5 years.
What's the secret, Victoria?
Well, I'm not saying it's the secret. Obviously, you still have losers. I'm saying my personal edge, my personal trading system. I think
Yeah?
I finally worked it out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know, right? I need to get hold of Creed. Is he still about? Oh.
I believe so. Guys, buyers are stepping in here.
Creed posted in chat this morning, so he's around.
Yeah, he's definitely around.
I'm gonna catch up with him.
He usually responds to DMs.
Yeah, I think I've worked out my own personal trading system finally. Jeremy, after my first, how long has it been? 3 years?
It's been a little while, but there's a lot to learn. So,
to say the least.
Yeah.
Getting some weird volatility off of this demand zone here. If we close green, I would consider one more try at a long. But, yeah, Tesla, Nvidia, equities are trying to hold. We'll give that a minute 10 to close. No reason to rush into anything.
Nvidia is accumulating just under the half back from yesterday's range, so it could have a nice breakout to like 11, up the range there. Let me get the chart.
Yes. Be careful, be careful. 50 seconds left on this 5 minute. It could dump, it could pump, it could do whatever it wants. 15-minute closes in a minute too. So that's tough, guys. That's tough. Let's see.
Looks like SPY is rejecting the VWAP.
Nice.
Headed back down to the intraday VPOC.
Do they meet
Nvidia
with
does,
Tupac?
Nvidia does have earnings next week, so it's gonna get volatile here.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I think it's
Nvidia
gonna
earnings.
probably range first and accumulate. But that thing can move like no other when you get a really good earnings call.
Oh yeah. Like crazy gap, high percent returns.
And I mean,
5 seconds left. Come on, buyers. Let's hold this now.
They're the, I guess, the basis for a big benefit from investments being made in AI infrastructure.
Yeah.
Particularly accelerated AI infrastructure happening over in the Middle East. So
Nice. Damn, I think we might want to push lower before we continue higher one more time.
there's a reason why
Ideally,
he
I'd
was
like to
over
see
there.
buyers. Nice. Oh man, look at that. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go now. Offer demand on NASDAQ. Into some resistance right here. I'm going to get out of this long for a scalp. I scalped it from the demand zone for a little quick. I think that was maybe 15, 20 points. Wasn't looking for much. I was just looking to make back the little bit that I lost earlier, right? Because we did end up getting chopped a little on NQ. But we had that phenomenal gold trade that really held us today. There we go. Nas trying to continue. I said I would like a long after we could see a green candle close. Let's say we were taking this full trade. I'm not a big fan of it because it wasn't giving me multiple confirmations here. Plus, ES doesn't really have support right now. Equities are trying to hold, but struggling a little bit. Yep, there goes Nas. So we're just going to wait right now. Had a fantastic trading day, guys. We did great. Hope you guys did good as well. Make sure not to chase. Guys, if it helps you, and this is for everybody, right? This isn't just for a specific person. But mark out, don't forget to be checking those higher time frames. Even if you're just going to the 15-minute or 30-minute, what this does is it helps you look back, and when you look back, it'll give you an idea of where that recent range was trading. And when you have an idea of that recent range, you're able to find the lows, you're able to find the highs, and that's where we should be buying and selling, right? Not in the middle, not in the high volume profile area, near the low volume to the high or the downside. And when we start trending, we'll take the low volume shelf on the retest. So overall, again, good stuff today. It is 10:30. Gold's, I'm sorry, Nas is looking like it wants to continue here. Equities are all bullish except for Microsoft right now. I would take one more here, trying to see if we could catch that momentum up. Okay, good. Another little $100 right there. Just some scalping it away. That's okay. I'm done on that, right? Because we're buying the pullback. If I'm expecting us to be green on this candle, I want to buy it when we're pulling back. I don't want to be buying it at the breakouts. That's another way, right? Whenever we're entering a trade, guys, we want to look for relative price levels. We want to be looking at price levels, candle opens and closes and highs and lows, but relative price levels are very important. There's a big resistance here on NASDAQ. VIX looks like it wants to push lower, but I can't go long just because VIX is pushing lower. Weighted index took a dip right there. Microsoft's pushing lower, Nvidia rejected, Tesla rejected new high a day, and Amazon's chopping around, trying to push towards VWAP to the downside. But right now we're range bound. We wouldn't look to take shorts here. We wouldn't look really, not so much for longs either until we got a cleaner reversal on equities. It does look good. Don't get me wrong. It does look good for the bulls. There we go. There we go, guys. Good break right there. Man, I can't believe I missed this entry down here. That was wild. That would have been the low of NASDAQ. We caught the low of ES yesterday before, you know, it reversed. And then we would have caught the low of NASDAQ this morning had I not been looking at NVTS for no reason. Well, not no reason. I like to educate you guys, show you guys what's going on outside of just futures. Because there's more to the market than just futures markets. There's more ways to make money. There's more ways to invest. You could create a stock portfolio. If you're a day trader, you should also maybe have a stock portfolio where you have some long positions, short positions, mainly long buy and hold positions for those portfolios. This rejection on NASDAQ here, guys. Yo, Lil AR, I don't know if you're still here, but I don't think we're going to hit, I don't think we hit 6,000 today. We're still closing green on NAS, and now we don't have much resistance above head. If we pull back again, I would consider a long, but equities, man. I'll take one contract. Tight stop loss, looking for momentum on NASDAQ to continue higher with equities, and not much resistance above head right here. There we go. That's a nice move. Give us continuation. Amazon moving higher, Tesla moving higher, Nvidia trying to move higher. Come on, NASDAQ, let's run it. Let's run it. Apple pushing up, Microsoft pushing up. Let's get these equities running. Let's go. Trap those shorts. Let's go, baby. Let's go, NASDAQ. Oof, it's struggling up here. I might get out on that next leg higher for a scalp. And again, just scalping these markets because buyers are sort of failing to show relative strength on this reversal here. So I'd much rather scalp it, get out into some strength, and be in a position, have it go into my trail stop, and then stop out. So give me some momentum. I like that we're building support below us on NASDAQ, so I will look to drag my take profit up a little bit here. You never know. Yo, you're right. You never know is right. Yeah, I don't like this NASDAQ's rejecting like crazy right here. I'm out. I'm out. I don't even want to hold that. And it could continue, right? I'm freaking out over the 5 chopping around. I don't want to be bag holding. This has been a difficult price action, right? We sold off. We hit this area on ES where we sold off from. That would have been my short entry. And with that short entry, I would be targeting these lows. So with that being said, I don't want to be holding longs on NASDAQ if I'm expecting ES to push lower. Look, ES is holding VWAP, trying to move lower right here. NASDAQ's probably going to feel that.
Well, I hate to say it, but I got to take off, guys.
Oh, that means we're getting a next move. Let's go.
Yep. Keep
Yo.
an eye on that LZ. We could walk that thing a couple more times before midday, and range
Equity's
trades are
selling off.
just fruit.
Yep. Good stuff, Jeremy. Thank you, man. Appreciate you tuning in today.
Anytime, man. I posted one in the chat that I can't really talk about, but I'm just gonna say keep an eye on it.
It's
Once that thing
ungrew. Yo,
starts
what
cooking,
happened
I
to your
think it's
hair?
got great things.
Yo,
All
somebody
I
on
can say.
someone on YouTube, their name is One Hole. I like the name, by the way. It's really funny. They said, yo, what happened to your hair? Which means you haven't been in one of our live streams in a few weeks. I don't know what happened. I lost it. I woke up one day and it was gone.
You know, it's funny. My oldest kid had hair down to like his middle of his back that he just cut the other day. So.
Yeah, nice. Did he, like, chop it all off?
Yeah, he donated it to Wigs for Kids.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He grew it out just for that reason.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. It ungrew. Fairchild said it ungrew. My
Nice.
hair went back into my head, so now I don't know if I'm smarter or dumber. Damn, there we go, ES.
There's a knob you can wind up on the back of your neck and just hold it all back in.
No, it's Mr. Potato Head, right? If I
Yeah.
hold my nose and breathe out real hard, it'll grow faster. There we go, NASDAQ, big leg, big drops, weighted index moving lower. Equities dropping, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon, selling.
See you guys.
See you, Jeremy. Be good. Have a good day.
Later, Jeremy.
See ya.
Good day, guy. Oh, let's go. Concentrator with a 250. Let's get it. Love it, man. Let's go. I know I ended up giving back some profits. I was up like 960 on the day. I'm going to end it 557. That's all right. Listen, as long as we're still closing it out green, we're not giving back the full position. Just gotta take it for what it is. Me personally, I've been finding that when I take those one and done trades, that's when I have my most profitable days. So going forward, that's probably what I'm going to be doing, right? I'll take that one and done, like we had gold this morning, or if we had ES was yesterday on yesterday. All I can say is cherish it while you have it there. Oh, I know, right? Gotta enjoy it. It's the little things in life. Now, I wouldn't take NASDAQ short here, and I also wouldn't take ES short or long here. Right now, we're in a bit of a no man's land, because we're at an area of support on NASDAQ. We're not at an area of support on ES, and we had that uncertainty come in yesterday with the yields coming up higher. So really just a matter of being patient, waiting to see if we get a better move. We can look at the higher time frame at this point, a 15-minute, a 30-minute, 45 hourly, and we're looking at these time frames to see if they're giving us any other clues that might suggest bullish or bearish. Right now, the only thing that I really see is that we're coming towards our point of control on NASDAQ here, and we're dumping below our point of control on ES, so we do have our low volume down here. So I might look to see this price level right here on ES to see how we want to hold. Oh, I just saw this guy, Jeff. Man, I didn't see your message from up there. Jeff, I don't know if you're still in here. It's my #1 flow, much easier, greater than 25K account, which I fluctuate over and under than when under, I hold on much longer because I know I have fewer trades. Yep, it's yes. Like we were talking about earlier, how some people struggle with holding trades, holding losses a lot longer than they should, right? And that comes to just not having a proper stop loss, right? If you don't have a good stop loss, a good area, or you don't know you. First off, guys, when you're entering a trade, you should have a predetermined stop loss and a predetermined target, or at least two predetermined targets on every trade, right? That way, when we're entered into the trade, we're not lost, we're not confused, we're not spectating. We are spectating, but we're watching and we're seeing for the reaction off of our levels that we've already created. And our stop loss should be wherever our analysis is incorrect. Let's say I was using this 5-minute order block right here, which I wouldn't, but let's say I was using that 5-minute order block as my entry point. Well, then I would also use it as my stop loss, and I would also then use it as, and I would use, let's say, the next order block, which is right up here, as a take profit, or I could use the next area of liquidity if we're bullish, right, because we've been making higher highs. I might look for a new higher high today. So that's one way we could also look to trade. But always make sure you have your stop loss in place. And
hey, Kevin, do you ever do that video on the group for copy trading and TradeView?
you know, I haven't yet. I was going to try to cover it in the Apex webinar, but it's a little too complex for that. However, I did find a really good trade copier that was recommended to me by one of my students, and it's called Trade Syncer. It's Trade, Syncer. They have a basic bundle that allows you 2 connections, and per connection you could have 10 accounts each. It's $50 a month, but you don't need to have Trade08 open. You could trade right on TradingView, and it will copy it for you.
Yeah, that group trade on Trade08's you can't do bracket orders, so that hurts.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Trade08's copying. I've tried it myself in the past, and it's just Trade08 itself is sort of bulky. So for the copying, it's not as consistent either. I would assume, though, because you can't do bracket orders, you can't do them at all, even on the one account you're trading on?
Well, you can do bracket on one account, but if you're doing a group, then it won't take a bracket order.
But if you do the bracket on the one account that you're placing your original trades on and it's copying, wouldn't that original account, when it stops out, wouldn't that trigger the stops for the other accounts too?
No, it actually doesn't even let you place the order. It'll tell you no bracket accounts or no bracket orders for the multiple account, the group account.
Oh, that's lame. We should all write a complaint to TradingView. To TradingView.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, there's quite a few complaints about it. I don't know if they'll change it, but Trade08's more of a training wheels for us new guys though, because it doesn't have the bells and whistles of TradingView. So that's kind of one reason why I enjoy it, is just for the learning piece.
Gotcha. So here's industrial leading copy trader, Trade Syncer. This is Trade Syncer. Supports brokers, Rhythmic, Trade08, TradingView, NinjaTrader. And it even shows as an example that you could have Top Step accounts and Apex accounts and have it copied to all of those accounts. How crazy is that? How does Trade Syncer work? Connects your broker accounts and automatically copies your trades from your main account to all linked accounts in real time. They have 24-hour phone, email, and live chat to assist. Pricing. Is there a maximum account limit? No, but obviously for different account sizes. Let's see. Basic 2 connections, 10 accounts. 4 connections, 20 accounts. Unlimited connections, 120 accounts. Imagine that. But yeah, Trade Syncer, you guys check that out. I should see affiliate-wise, I could get that going. If you guys want to wait before signing up for this, I'll look into the affiliate and see if they give sometimes when they have affiliate things, like even Apex, if Apex isn't running a sale but you use discount code Bullishbrs, you still get 50% off. So I want to see if Trade Syncer has any discounts for if you use that affiliate code. We'll check that out later. Right now, guys, look at this, guys. ESNQ struggling. NQ holding this demand, but rejecting this key level around 21,243. ES is in that 5-minute order block, believe it or not, and it's trying to hold. We don't have much resistance above us, but we also don't have much support below us either. There we go. Guys, YouTube, make sure you run that like button up. I do appreciate 5860 key level here on ES. 5860. We could see the passive sellers sitting there. We could see when we push through it, if we're able to break with a big buy bubble. If we're able to break with a big buy bubble, that means buyers were able to absorb the sellers at this price level, and we could look for a breakout there. Dude, that's crazy. I can't believe this gold trade would have hit too. Killer, man. Killer. Just gotta be patient. Wait for those setups. Buy those lows. Sell those highs. Period. Always, always, always. Markets range 80% of the time. We want to trade that range 80% of the time. Buy the low. Sell the highs. If markets trend 20% of the time, but we got in at that low of that previous range, guess what? We got a front run great buying opportunity or selling depending on direction of the market. Look how choppy, guys, the weighted index has been. So I wouldn't take any trades on ES or on Q until I got more of a direct direction when it comes to the weighted index. We have Meta's pushing lower right now, Apple's pushing higher, Nvidia's range bound, and Tesla's near new high of day. So equities are also at a bit of a standstill. There's a lot of uncertainty, which again leads us back to trading gold. Gold does very well when there's uncertainty in the market, as we see right here off of this rejection and reaction over there. Look at this. ES did reject that 5860, so it failed to break it. There were not enough buyers to break it or absorb the sellers. Sellers held this wall right there. Alright, guys, let's see. Not much going on, so really no trade setups. Crude oil, take a look at oil. Oil's been chopping around as well. Not much going on of interest. Gold pushing higher. ES and NQ are chopping. So guys, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream there. There's not much going on in these markets. They're very range bound, so make sure you're not trying to chase every breakout or every breakdown you see, because as we see for the past 20 minutes now, we've been very range bound. We have been failing to continue to either direction. So until we get an actual break, close, good volume, all of these things start adding up, then we do not have a trend and we do not have a trade. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed. YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Everybody on Discord, I love you all. Hope you guys had a great trading day. We're able to take some profits or at least take some knowledge, because every day should be a day that we get 1% better and we try to learn something. So going forward, we're able to apply it and adapt to changing market conditions. So guys, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Happy Thursday. I'll see you.